If you want to speak English like a native speaker, you need to do more than just memorize words and grammar rules. You need to sound natural. You need to sound real. One of the best ways to do this is by using idioms. Idioms are little expressions that English speakers use every day without even thinking about them. If you want to join real conversations, you need to know them too. In today's lesson, we are going to show you how to use English idioms to sound fluent and natural every single day. So stay with us until the end, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell for notifications, and like this video to support our work. We post new videos every day to help you learn English through fun and easy stories. So, what exactly is an idiom? An idiom is a phrase or expression that has a meaning different from the words themselves. For example, if someone says, "It's raining cats and dogs," they don't mean animals are falling from the sky. They just mean it's raining very hard. Idioms make English colorful and alive. When you use them, you sound more natural, more fluent, and more interesting. The first thing you need to understand is that you cannot always translate idioms word by word. They often don't make sense if you do that. Instead, you need to learn them as a whole, like you learn a new word. Think of an idiom as one unit. This will make it much easier to use them correctly. Another important point is to start small. You don't need to know hundreds of idioms right now. Begin with a few common ones. Learn how to use them in your conversations. Once you are comfortable, you can add more little by little. Remember, speaking naturally is about quality, not quantity. Now, how can you learn idioms in a way that feels easy and natural? One of the best methods is by hearing them used in real situations. Watch English movies, listen to English stories, and pay attention to how native speakers use idioms. In our channel, we use idioms inside our stories all the time. This way, you don't just memorize the idiom, you feel it in action. When you hear a new idiom, try to use it right away. You can make up your own little sentences. For example, if you learn the idiom break the ice, which means to make people feel comfortable, you can say, "At the party, I told a funny story to break the ice." Using idioms quickly will help you remember them much faster. Another powerful tip is to group idioms by topic. For example, learn idioms about weather, idioms about emotions, idioms about work, and so on. This way, you connect new idioms to each other, and your brain finds it easier to remember them. When you are talking about work, all your work idioms will come to your mind naturally. Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every native speaker once made mistakes when learning idioms too. If you say an idiom wrong, it's okay. Most people will still understand you, and you will learn from the experience. The important thing is to keep practicing and keep using what you learn. You should also practice hearing idioms, not just speaking them. This is very important because in real conversations, native speakers use idioms very fast and without warning. If you don't train your ear, you might miss the meaning. Listen carefully and try to guess the meaning from the situation. Little by little, your brain will get faster at understanding idioms naturally. Another great idea is to create your own little idiom diary. Every time you hear a new idiom, write it down. Write a short sentence with it. Review your diary every few days. This small habit can make a big difference over time. Idioms are like small treasures. If you collect them, your English will shine more and more. Sometimes, you may find idioms that are very funny or strange. This is normal. Every language has crazy expressions that don't seem to make sense. English is full of them. Instead of feeling frustrated, smile and enjoy the creativity of the language. The more fun you have, the faster you will learn. It's also very helpful to notice when people around you use idioms. If you are talking to English speakers, listen carefully. If they say an idiom you don't know, politely ask them what it means. Most people are happy to explain. This real-world learning is powerful and unforgettable. Another thing to keep in mind is that some idioms are very old and not used much today. Focus on modern, everyday idioms first. In our stories, we only use idioms that real people actually say today. This will make your English sound up-to-date and natural. You can also make little games for yourself. For example, challenge yourself to use one new idiom every day. Or try to spot 5 idioms while watching a movie. Making learning fun is one of the best secrets to becoming fluent. Now, let's talk a little about pronunciation. When you use idioms, you should try to say them smoothly as if they are one word. For example, don't say piece of cake with a long pause between the words. Say it together smoothly, piece of cake. This makes you sound much more natural. And don't worry if you feel a little silly at first. Everyone feels that way when they try something new. The important thing is to keep going. Step by step, you will get better. Your English will sound more alive, more real, and more like a native speaker. Finally, remember that learning idioms is not just about speaking. It's also about feeling the language. When you use an idiom, you are stepping into the real heart of English. You are joining the club of real speakers. And that feels amazing. So today, we talked about how idioms can help you sound fluent and natural. We gave you many easy tips to start using idioms right now. Don't try to learn everything in one day. Take your time. Enjoy the process. Let English become a natural part of your life. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. Help them become fluent too. Also, leave us a comment below. Tell us your favorite English idiom or ask any question you have. We answer every comment and we post new videos every single day to help you on your journey. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. See you in the next video.